Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I'm trying to turn off the heater. Welcome to my channel everybody. So if you were tuned in, hopefully you are here to see alternative videos for the January 2023's paper pumpkin kit called Lovely Lavender, and it is lovely. So you got to do 4 of this card, 4 of this one, and 4 of these tags, which you could have slipped on a card. You get the QR code for the alternative projects, a visual of everything in the kit, and then the coordinating colors. Now, videos 1 through 5, everybody, I show you everything that's in the kit. This time we are doing a fun fold. It is a new one for me. It took me quite a bit last night. I didn't get this video made until late today. It's the 7th. This video will air on the 8th. Anyways, let's move the whiteboard aside, which I have a new spot for it. Let's see how long that lasts, right? All right, so I have a sample, somewhat of a sample. So I saw this card on Pinterest. It was called like a tower card, a double tower card, because it had 2 of these back to back and they were turned this way. And I'm like, well, I want this to be able to fold flat in an envelope. Unfortunately, this one is 1/4 of an inch too long, so I had to make adjustments, but you get the gist of it. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do this card twice. So video number 16 will be this style with the circle. Ooh, I forgot to cut that piece. We will have to do that. And video number 17 is going to be, it's going to be using these pieces, one for the inside and this for down here. I think it's going to go really well together. And I'm of course going to do that in probably Highland Heather. I'm thinking. So I'm just telling you, there's going to be 2 versions of this. I haven't cut for the back yet. I'll have to do that. That's why this is blank. But, oh, and I need an envelope, and I don't want a clear envelope because of the way this is going to go down. I need to place an order because I need white envelopes. I've got 4 left. My husband will just be like, oh, yippee. Oh, but it's celebration. I'll get something cool, right? More DSP that I can share with everybody. So anyway, so we're going to use a white envelope. Let's write that down. Don't know why I spelled it all the way out, but I did. Okay, so this is, like I said, my inspiration, my sample. And this does stand up, everybody. It does. Ta-da! It does stand up. It's standing up over there. So what are we starting with? 5.5 by 9. Yes, you are going to be left with this, like, what is this? 3-inch piece here, and this 2 by 5.5 piece here, which I will use these. I would use a piece for scrap for this card, but I have this scrap that I used for my circles. So I'm using the deckled circle dies, and I changed it. I made them a little smaller. I'm using number 6 and number 8 from the inside out. All I did was decide which one I wanted and then skipped one for the border, and I have those done. You'll see how these, so this is 6 and this is 8. Let me double check. It's looking a little small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like I might have 5 and 8. Nope, that's 6. That one's 7, so it is 6 and 8. I was right. Just sometimes I get it down there and it looks different. I'm also bringing in, are you ready? The Country Bouquet. I got this last year. I used this so much time. And those of you who are on my mailing list, you would have got a card with punches from the Country Bouquet punch, the hearts. And I'm using the Love of Spring dies, that word love. It's already done in Pecan Pie. From the kit, I'm also using this love. Let me put the die over there, and I'm using the envelope. Let me give you a quick look. I feel like I've been gone because I was away from my anniversary. These are the stamps, just a little something for you, which I have yet to use. I need to figure out something to do with them. It's actually in the package here. With, we are using with this one, Love and Happy Valentine's Day. So we're going to be, oh, I'm not stamping love, maybe on the back. Maybe that on the back. But we are using Happy Valentine's Day. I think I got it all covered. So to start out with, we need to cut our envelope up. We'll get to how you score and everything on the card in just a second. I always like to show you guys how I cut my envelope up in case some of you, you know, that stresses you out. Don't let it. Don't let it. So I'm opening her up. This is what we're after here. So I'm sticking this in on the fold. If you guys don't have a guillotine punch, I wish Stampin' Up sold one because I'd own it, right? I would. This can always be used. Maybe I'll use that for our back piece. To write on, and then I'm not going to go ahead and cut this, but what I need to do is to get this to 5.5. So give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is just a hair longer. So I want to get it right at, I had a pencil here. Let me just use a ruler, it'd be much simpler. So I want to get, I need my pieces, what did I say? Oh, I did write them down. I need my pieces at 5.25. So I'm going to make this entire piece 5.25, which is right here, which is a bad place to mark it. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you guys for all the super wishes for my anniversary. I appreciate it. My husband and I do not go out like that very often. But oh my gosh, was it so peaceful, so serene. We had a wonderful, just a wonderful time. It was so well worth it. So right now I'm cutting it to that 5.25, which is, why am I worried? I need it to be 5.25. And this, let's turn it this way. Oh, some days, you know, some days you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. This is today. Getting back in the swing of things. So now we need, ta-da, I have a cheat sheet. We need layers. So I need 4 pieces that are cut at 1/4 inch. I need 1 piece cut at 2 by 5.25. That's what we're going to cut first. So this is why I cut it to 5.25. So here's my 2-inch strip. Oh, please let this be right. It's got to be right. 2-inch strip. Then I need 2 1/2-inch strips. So that's a 1/2 inch. There's one. Kick it out. Pop it back in. 2 1/2-inch strips. Now I probably can get the 1/4 inch strips. So yes. So I'm going to move it over to here. There's, oh, that is so not right. That just looks funny to me. Look at that. That's wider here than that. That's not right. Okay. Let's try it again. Move it over to 1/4 inch. That looks straight. Let's go. We need 4 of these now. Little tiny 1/4 inch strips. And yes, they are important. At least to me, they're important. Okay, that little curvature thing, that's got to go. Got to go. Let's cut this like right here. It's only the envelope. It's not the card front. So we're just going to cut it like that. I'm going to turn it back around. And now I need 3 more 1/4 inch strips. Yikes, that is so not straight. There's 1, 2 more to go. Kick it over. Cut. Kick it over. And then, oh yes, I'm going to need a strip for the pecan pie. That's what that piece will be. And that needs to be 5.25, which we'll worry about that strip in a minute. Sometimes, you know, I get these things in my head. Where's my tiny strips? Where'd they all go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So put that away for now. We have our 2 by 5 1/4. Something is on my desk. And I took the razor blade away. There's another one in here. Love a straight razor. So I have a 2 by 5 1/4 for 1/4 of an inch by 5 1/4 and 2, if I get it up there, 1/2 by 5 1/4. We will cut this little strip down when I am ready for it. So I'm going to set it over with the supplies, set that away, and all of these go over here. We are going to work on our card base. Are we ready? Yes, let's score. A lot of scoring. So remember, on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, if you don't have this trimmer, use whatever you have. But if you are looking for a really, really good trimmer, I do recommend this. I really, really do. I use this constantly. The dark blade, of course, is my cutting blade. Mine is up top. I want that way away from me. I want this light scoring blade here. And this just isn't a little plastic piece. Let me show you. It actually has a little metal nub here. Let me see if I can hold that up closer. Do you see that? That is my scoring blade. Yes, it's a little metal nub. It's just not a little, some of them have just a little plastic, but this is actual metal. It is a really nice trimmer and it's really good for its money. So our card base is 5 1/2 by 9. So we are going to start scoring at 1/2 inch. And for me, it's easier to have all of the bulk of the card base on the left to start this. And here is my 1/2 inch mark. So we're going to score our 1/2 inch, 1, 2, and 3, my magic number for scoring on this. Now I'm going to move it to 1 inch. And I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to take it out and turn it. This is just me. You could do it the other way. It's just, for me, it works better. So I have a 1/2 inch, 1 inch. Now I'm at 1 3/4. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to 2 1/4. So I did 2 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm doing another 1/2 inch. 1, 2, and 3. Now you could flip this over and repeat it, but we're just going to scooch on down. So I'm going all the way down to 6 and pray that this works. 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to 6 1/2. 1, 2, and 3. Now 7 1/4. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to 8. And see, I'm thinking 7 1/4. Hold on. 6 1/2. See, this is I can already tell you this is wrong, because it should be 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then 1/2 inch. So hold up, guys. 7 1/4. 1/2 inch is at 7 3/4. I knew something. 1, 2, and 3. This must have been the other card. So this is 7 3/4. And now we're going to go over 1/2 inch, which would be 8 1/4. The measurements will be right in the description. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, that's right. So I have, and then, oh my gosh, it doesn't need, no, it's at 8. So 8 1/4. And then 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch more will be 8 3/4. I was like, oh, it's going to make that 8 1/2, but it won't. So 8 3/4. That's where you want to have it cut. Please be the way I want it to. So I made a mistake. It's going to be 5 1/2 by 8 3/4. So 1. Why do I have 2? It might have to cut that off. I think we do need to cut that off. So it should be, yes, 8 1/4. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay, we're going to cut it at 8.5. 8 1/4, right? Is that right? Yes. Let's cut it. If I have to start the video over, I do, and I know what I did wrong, right? So you'll know here in a minute whether I did this wrong or right. Confusing with the new one. So I'm going to start closest to the center, fold and score. Closest, next one. I'm just going to score them all in the same direction. All right, flip the other side, do the same, score all of these into the center, the same direction. Now, if I have this correct, there's one tower, and here is my other tower. Perfect! All right, need to make notes of my boo-boo there. Ready? So, we are going to, what are we going to do? We're going to glue this and then do our bit. So, these very end tabs, let's go over them one more time. We're going to put glue on it. Large bottle of combo. I'm going to bring it in like so. Push it down. I was just making sure before I go and did this. Okay. Go over it. I'm going to fold it this way. Go over it. So folded it front and back. You can see I got plenty of glue on it. So backwards, forward. So let's do that again. So here's my tower. It's done. I'm going to switch it to this side. I'm going to add, the glue because it's almost empty. Let's put the cap on it before it goes everywhere. So just fold it. I'm just having to look again. Okay, you want this like so. Okay, so you have a little grip, and then you're going to fold it over. Oh, why is this not doing it? Let's just do it this way. There. I don't know why it wanted to be difficult, but now it's glued down. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to pop it back the other way. You'll see me do the same fold in our next video because I am going to do it again. Just want to kind of get rid of some of that glue there for a minute. So front and back, just making sure that way when it pops open, ta-da, there is our double tower card fold. Now let's check and make sure it fits in that envelope. Because that was my problem with the other one, my first one I made. It would not go in. So I'm using the back to make sure it closed. Oh my gosh, that's going to be perfect. Yes, baby. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So now we get to bring in all our little bits, and my sticky glass top needs to get cleaned. And I know that I don't do a lot of like pushing of sales. It's just not my style, guys. But if you love stamping and you buy from Stampin' Up, you can join Stampin' Up and just join the one time to get this glass mat free during celebration. It's gorgeous. But then if you want to keep purchasing stuff, if you buy from yourself, you save like 20%. It's great. It really is. I mean, that's why I got into started buying for myself, is the money I save. So our 2 by 5 1/4 is going to go straight in the center. Do you see how cute that is? Now we have 2 of our little strips. I am just going to put a line of glue, hopefully, down the center of one. And if you start with the center one, you can kind of eyeball them and line these up next. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. Oops, they almost slid off here. That just will not do. This would be great if you have scenery paper to cut the strips and it all goes like a bridge card. That's kind of the idea. So next I'm going to do a little squigglier one there to put this piece. Ta-da! All right, other side. Let me turn it this way. I'm going to do that little squiggly bit. Not too wide, just enough so I can get my paper on it. Fold it down and I get to look better at how to align them. Okay, so now we have the outside. Just a little line down the center. And guys, for me, it is easier for me to put the line of glue on the cardstock and then these thin little strips. That's just me. You may be more comfortable putting glue on the little strip and then doing it, but for me, this is comfortable. Do what is comfortable for you. And you can see my sleeve grabbing that, just pushing it all the way down. So there we have it. Woo! So pretty. So now the back, yes, I got glue there. That's what's sticking to my table. Let's get that off, because that was really bugging me. It's from where I put a little too much glue. Okay, so now I need to measure for the back piece. Remember I told you we needed. So this is 3 3/4. So 3 1/2 by, where's my notebook? My little thinking fingers, right? 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 5 1/4 is going to be the white piece we need. So here's my, you can see where I took my little piece there. So we need it to be 5 1/4, which is right here. And then I need to cut it to 3 1/2. And I bet this must be really this must be the thick white. I bet I have enough to do a little strip. Oh, here's that crazy one that just was off. Though I don't like that. I don't like that. Piece is going in the garbage. This piece is good. This is like 3/8. I can do this at the bottom. Or does it fit along the side? Not quite. So we can do this at the bottom. So we're going to start our stamping. Yes, yes, yes. See, I'm going to show you. This is our circle. And when we glue it down, da-da-da-da, and I told you we need a piece that goes from here to here. And it needs to be that 3 3/4 inch wide. So let's see, 3 3/4. Ooh, that will do. I'm going to cut this piece right here. So 3 3/4. No sense in cutting the other ones when I have all this scrap that can be used. 3 3/4. The determining factor here is this is a sentiment strip from the kit, and it is, oh my gosh, my other glass mat had better measurements. Let's see, 5/8 of an inch. No, this is in 16ths. 2, 4, 6/16. So 6/16 is, this is 5/8. This is 6/16. I want it, we'll start with 1/4. 1/4 of an inch. And that is our bottom piece. Okay, that looks good. So let me write, sorry guys, I'd like to write it while I have it so I don't forget. So we need pecan pie, 1 by 3 3/4. So I can put it in the measurements for you all. And I said we had this strip. We had this one, which I was going to trim down. This is using just about all of my envelope. I could make it like that, but I want it just a hair smaller. So if it's 3 3/4, we're going to go down to 3 1/2. And I might have to trim the white one down some. Let's see. We're going to go up here. I should have left it a little longer, but this is going to have to work. That will just have to do. Let's see what it looks like. So this piece is going onto this piece. And yeah, it's going to be a little. I bet we can trim this one down on the edges. No, that looks great. So let's marry these two pieces, which is 5/8 by 3 and 1, 2, 3 1/2. 5/8 by 3 1/2. Let's write that down. 5/8 by 3 1/2. That's for our sentiment strips to go on. Okay, glue time. And this is the envelope, remember. That's all this is. We do have stamping to do. Don't worry. And I need to shimmy that over. Thank goodness for the wet glue, right? All right, let's get these glued down though. So I need to put this glue like right here, or you can put it on your circle, and then I'm going to go straight across and do it there and secure it. There we go. In the deckled circle die, it goes into the pecan pie, which is what I like. So move it that way, move it this way. I might need a little bit more glue here. Just give it a second to set up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This piece is coming down here, which is so lovely. So a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there. Get it where you want it. Okay. Whew. It's looking good. All right, let's stamp. We haven't stamped it all, and I do have stamps. Okay, so from the Country Bouquet, I have these two mounted right now. I also have this mounted and this mounted, but we're going to stamp in these, and we are going to need. I just got in my stamp room after being gone, and I cleaned it all up so my aunt could play out here. So I need scratch paper. I need the stamp in Pierce mats. All right. And this is very monochromatic, meaning I'm only using pecan pie, and then the envelope. And that's this piece for the back. We don't. Oh, we need our Happy Valentine's Day. Our sentiment strip, this one here, is going to be Happy Valentine's Day from the kit. Let's scoot that aside. There we go. Now, where's my little tiny one? This one, which I hadn't used until now, we're going to use and do with on this one. Okay, those are done. We are going to be stamping love. Oh no, we're not stamping love. We got the dies done. So now we need to do the heart. So this is the leaf image. This is going to be the light one. We are going to put that right here. Hopefully. Yes, very, 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 very nice. This one's going to be full strength, and this one should fit. Now give me a second to try to get in here. This should fit. If you turn it so, it's been a while since I've used this one. That looks good. Give it a minute. Oh, very nice. And believe it or not, these are distinctive image polymer stamp sets. They're gorgeous. So this one, we're going to bring in just a hint of it. We're going to stamp it off. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to stamp off twice. So 1, 2. We're going to put a little on the side, stamp off twice. A little. We're just going around the very, very edge. Oh, that was too dark. Do you see? I'm just using the very edge of these. Right there. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. And no, this is not going on dimensionals, guys. Oh, it could. It really, really could. It could pop up and then I could stick a bow out here, kind of. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think we are going to put it on dimensionals, but let's do our back. So this is our back piece. And you know what? We're going to do the hearts. We are going to do the heart. So there's that one. We're going to stamp that very lightly in the center. And there's one that says I love you. We're going to stamp that. Where is that? Let's see, what else is in this one we can use? Just wanted to say I love you. I love that we are friends. I really just like the simplicity of I love you. So let's just do that. Full pecan pie. We're going to stamp here and then stamp up. Breathe on it 3 times. Just make more of a feature with the I love yous. Then we're going to turn our little stamp around. We are going to stamp down here. Do it here, and we're going to, we need to cover this up. We don't want any ink on it. And put one up there. Ta-da, ta-da. That's for our back. Now you could have cut up the rest of the envelope, but I'm not going to for this one. Yes, this was definitely thick. Basic white. It is very thick cardstock. All right, so there is our back piece. We're still got work to do on our front, but let's get our envelope done now. So we have with Valentine's Day, we'll probably do a little bit more stamping on that. Now we're going to take both these 2 hearts, stamp them like that. Go here. Oops, I have a dog hair on my stamp. And where is our Happy Valentine's Day? Kissed by Tia, right? So we're going to put Happy Valentine's Day right like so. And I don't think it does need, okay, we'll go ahead and do this. Just because we can, and then we'll put that little I love you. Stamp it off first, because we don't want it like there. Okay, so that's our envelope. Now, where's this stuff needs a little something, right? It needs a little kiss of something. Little kissy kissy. Stamp off twice. Yes. Stamp off twice. Stamp off twice. Oh, that's gonna blend in so much better. So we have those done. We're not completely done. I want to do this heart, but I'm not sure what I want with it. So that's my corrected measurements. We're going to go ahead and mount Happy Valentine's Day down here, which we can pop that up on dimensionals. Where's my, I got these little baskets at the dollar store to put my stuff in because I kept losing them. Driving myself crazy. So let's use all of this one in the center. And then we'll just use 2 more like that. And I told you, I'm thinking I really want like a bow or something. Let me lay it flat so I get it. Oh, this is coming out so beautifully. Width is going to go right up there. But I thought, I'm really thinking I want another piece behind there, like of an envelope. I do. I just want, so we're going to use number 5. No, because we had 6. What's the numbers of my circles? We use 6 and 8, right? I'm looking on the directions because we use 6 and 8. So I went number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. Yep. And I think I'm going to need to do a card base because that'll be easiest. Yikes. All my supplies now are going to go everywhere. So, yep, I'm going to take a card base real quick, and I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. In fact, I'm going to take it out, I think, of the circle so that I can use the rest of the card base. But I will run it through just like this and get right back over there. Sorry, guys. This is just, you know, sometimes. But this way, if I cut it out of the center of the card base, which I just did, I can still use that half of the card base on another project. All I have to do is put some more paper behind it. So this is still usable, just with a hole cut out of it. So I'll have to make amends with this, but you're going to see it definitely needed it. If I had cut the white larger, it wouldn't need it, but it does need it on this. I could have cut up an envelope, I suppose. But the card base was handy, and I didn't have to cut it open anything. Okay, there's that. This now, I don't think I'm going to put the ribbon. I have an idea. We'll see. So there is that. That's our big heart, right? And then I want to do, this is my width we're going to do. I want to do those hearts. Where's this one? I'm going to have to clean that off. Oh, I got it. I do want to save that, but I'm going to use this and I'm going to punch the hearts out. I'm going to stamp on this in Pecan Pie and then do it. So I'm going to cut this half. This is me. This is how I do things with paper pumpkin. I'm going to give it a little crease so it fits onto my guillotine. This, I will definitely be making a card with that. And this one, I need to probably do this like right here. So where is the stamp in here? Matt ran away. Get that. And I'm thinking we need to do pumpkin pie, definitely stamped off. Let's do a test. What do I like? Full strength. Oh, it's going to be full strength. I am so glad I tested that. So here we go. Full strength onto half of a card base. Definitely love that. Now, I wish this did not have those leaves. I like the double hearts. I just never really liked the leaf. So, let me see about getting this. I must not have it mounted right. So, we're going to do the best we can, which is right about there. It's okay. No big deal. So, now our heart is going to go here. This one is going to go upside down. I'm going to stick a big bow in the center. And, Oh, we have love. I don't need a bow. I keep thinking I need that bow and I keep forgetting. I just pulled the love apart. We're gonna go, oh, we didn't even need that. Look at that. I might have to use that on something else. I don't think we need anything else because love with is gonna go here. Love, yeah, I don't think it needs, it could use a bow. It could probably use a bow. So, oh, I do not, let's see if I can do this. I really don't like using this for little stuff. But let's see if I can just lightly put a little glue in here. And around we go. And then lay the love on top. Hopefully. Come on. Work with me. You're sticking where you shouldn't be sticking. Everything works but that silly little E. Which, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the E fit exactly where I want. I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to stick it right in the center. Oops, I need to cut off. Let's just do it this way. Yes, I'm fumbling with it. I should really get my tweezers. I got glue on me everywhere. Nope, that is not going to work either. Why can't I get this where I want it? When I do get it there, you guys will see it. How can this struggle? I have done this so many times. What is wrong with me today? Okay, there we go. It's there. It's close enough for me. So we have love. We definitely have room for a bow. I can't believe it. I'm going to definitely have to do something. So where is my bow maker? What if we just did a linen bow? Did I glue the white down? I did. It's all right. Yep, we're going to do a linen bow. Just like that. So bow maker time, because it makes my life easier when it comes to bow making. I want a big bow. That's about as wide as that is. I'm going to wrap it. Oops. I want a double bow. Is that a triple bow? That might be. Let's make it a little bigger. I don't want it tripled. I just want it doubled. So 1, that's 2. That's a double bow. Bring that over. You guys, this bow maker is so simple. This was, you can use a 2x4. This happens to be a 2x6 my husband had laying around. A chunk of one anyways. And he just got some dowels from the dollar store. They were a little package. He drilled holes with the 1/4 inch drill bit. And that's all she wrote on it. Yes, that is what it needed. Very natural card. We're going to glue love down. Or do we make love stand up? Let's make love stand up. Let's do it. I wonder if these will work. These little 1/4, they're like so. I'm going to do little strips here with this one. I'm going to put it right there. That should work. This little bit of one. You know, my mother would always tell me, where there is a will, there is a way, honey. And that is what I am using right now. When there is a will to do something, there is a way. Let's see, we need another bit or two. Just cutting them in little pieces to add them where I want them. And by the way, guys, thanks for allowing me to share what I create with you. I know this one is taking a bit longer than normal, but you know, it just sometimes does. It's not my intention, but this is a project that was literally just in my head, and I didn't, though I did cut more cardstock than I wanted to. I didn't want to cut everything up, you know, just to do this, because it may not have come out. You guys wouldn't have seen the video if the card wasn't coming out. I would have not even uploaded it. Oh my goodness, you see, I just can't get a hold of anything right now. Everything is just, you know, I go away. Look at this. Tell me how that worked out. I don't know. I don't know how come. Sometimes. I got ink on me from an ink pen. Where did it go? Oh, right there. I was doing my word search while I was in with my aunt during her doctor's appointment. The pen slipped, I grabbed it, and it just, it wanted to leave its mark. I guess it thinks I need a tattoo, though I don't think I need a tattoo. Not right now, anyways. One day I might need a tattoo that says where I live. If found, please call. Be my luck. My daughter would be like, you know, she'll find her way home. So here we're going to do love over here. That's popped up. This is popped down here. For our heart. Oh, it's so cute. And then our bow. I am so pleased with this card. Oh, I hope you guys like it. I can't wait to do the next one. The next one will be more prepared. I'm going to keep that just in case I want it. Because I will have already gone through the little mishaps with the measurements here. Hokey tool. Right there. And I'm trying to think, do I have any embellishments that would go with this? Very neutral ones is what I'd be looking for. And I do have some of those clear. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Even though it's monochromatic, I'm going to have one done in the purples. But look at this. And it's very lovely. Oh, it is so lovely. Embellishments, I put them away. Oh, I clean things, guys. I don't know if you guys do this, but I watched a comedian. I don't want to say his name. But he did a show, and he was like talking about going on vacation with his wife and how she cleans the house before they go on vacation. And then I do this. I clean everything. Everything has to be cleaned before I leave. It's just... Oh, I only have 2 of those, but those would be lovely on there. So let's go ahead and just use those 2. We don't have to make it. We don't have to make it a whole bunch. So anyways, that was quite, I couldn't help but laugh because it is so me. Now I'm figuring out where I want them. I'm going to put one up here, just a little something to focus on, and one right here. So that is all for my, what are these? Classic matte dots. They're all gone now. They're all gone. So this is the card, and I'm so pleased with it, guys. And I've made a mess trying to do it. But what better fun, right? So I hope that you guys like my version of a tower card, a double tower card. Just that cute little layout. Like I said, this is going to, I guess I'm sending out Valentine's cards this year. Look at that. Oh, so darling. And if you did not want, you don't have to pop it up on dimensionals. You could leave it flat and it would go mail for regular postage. But boy, I do like the dimension on it, and I like this little fold. That's why we're going to do it again. So thanks for watching, everybody, and please, if you liked this card, would you give me a thumbs up, like, or share? But if you don't feel like doing that, I would love to know your thoughts on that, and you can do that by leaving me a comment. I get back to each and every comment. This past weekend, though, I did not get on my phone. I did a few places, but my husband and I really enjoyed just being together, and I only got on my phone here and there. So I'm still catching up. Thank you to everyone for allowing me to share my love of paper crafting with you. I so appreciate it, and I invite you to come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.